look at this place. This is the place where I'm coming down now towards the auction mine. Trees have started. Trees en masse. This is a freaking woodland all of a sudden. Hello ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, and welcome back to Let's Play Planet Crafter. I'm 7foot Dust Bunny, and here we have our second flower spreader running at 600% oxygen. So that is again helping to really boost up the oxygen levels, along with us going like Super Saiyan on fucking pressure last time. So the way we set that up should really be kicking off now. I mean, our biomass is going up quite significantly. You know, it's not amazing. And oxygen, okay, it's slow, but it's getting there, I guess. Heat is something we're going to have to address, though. We've got a long way to go before we get to the next item on the heat list. Pressure, I'm not that concerned about, at least for now, to get to the T2 ore extractor, because we're going to get there pretty quick. But yeah, heat is something we need to look at. And last time we unlocked this, which requires super alloy, explosive, iridium rods, which we've got quite a lot of. It's the explosive powder that we're probably going to need the most of. Because we don't have a lot of that. But sulfur and uridium is what we need for that. Now we don't have any iridium available there. We've got loads of sulfur. And we can get more sulfur by the bucket load. But iridium is something we can definitely lay our hands on plenty of. So I think we need to start looking at manufacturing a bunch, because I don't remember what these require. So if I just take away one a second, that's going to give me iridium rod, titanium, and silicon. So it gives me one of the rods I need, one of the two rods, and gives me a bunch of resources, but not super alloy. Which, I mean, if we start getting through super alloy that fast, even though we got quite a load, I can see, you know, even if we make 3-4 of these, we're going to be getting through super alloy pretty swiftly. So you know what? I'm gonna put that one back for now, which will involve me taking this one out again. And I'll just put that one back. Oh yes, and last time I completely forgot to do anything about that. My screen. Oh, hello. Bloody everything's kicking off. Getting messages a lot. We're now able to make a screen orbital information. I don't want to use that. That's osmium. I want to keep the osmium for now, so that one's not going to get made. But the biomass screen I can definitely make. But to me, I already have a biomass screen, I think, here, but we'll check. We'll see if it's anything new or different. Because that is iron, silicon, and what was it? Was it screen? Aluminium. Which we've got a bunch of there. Right, and how big is this screen? It is a wall mounted type screen by the looks of it. So can I wall mount it here? No. Go on, for a second there it's going green. There we go. Just fits. Just. Plants, insects, biomass. There you go, that's fine. Can quite happily live with that screen there. Annoys me a little bit that these are in front of it, but it's enough to see total biomass and plants, which is growing rapidly. Excellent. Right. That screen I'm not going to bother making. Rockets. Something that might come in handy is a GPS rocket as well. So I want to have a look. I don't remember what was required to make the GPS rocket. I mean, I've got GPS 3. Drone visualization rocket. No idea how to make that. Map information rocket. Can't make that. I think I've already done a GPS level 3 rocket. So, I mean, the problem is, with that, I haven't got... It's not going to actually give me a GPS position, is it? Because I've got a level 3 item, but I can't actually have coordinates. Maybe it's a chip or something. I got a feeling there might be a need for... Let's drink one of those bottles. There might be a need for a chip here for like global positioning. Yeah, allows map to be displayed from anywhere. Microchip compass. T4 mining speed. I think I'm only using T3 at the moment. Gotta be honest. Yeah, because I haven't parted with the osmium for that either. But obsidian, and I also really need that zeolite because I want a gas collector that's actually holding me up. Right, let's put that back in so this screen gets a bit more sensible again. Oh, and to make those requires explosives as well. So back to the plan for explosive powder, which is going to be over to our mine over here. We should be able to come over here, and if I remember rightly, there was plenty of iridium still over here as well. So if anything, we can pick up iridium while we're at it. Hello. Where's that come from? Zeolite. That is the first, like, free floating zeolite I've seen. But I am not going to complain. So is zeolite something that grows from the plants that I'm now growing? I mean, I saw that cave that looked like zeolite, but is that where zeolite's now coming from? Because if so, we should start finding more of that around. So yeah, I need a bunch of this loose just because I need it to make the explosives, which is fine. Like I say, we're mining it, so we've got a reasonable supply as well as what's kicking around on the ground. But we need to keep our eyes peeled for that. If there's another zeolite around, I would very much like to find it. Because I need 2. I need 2 to make a gas collector. For me, that is probably the most urgent zeolite matter. I need to keep my eyes peeled for that. There's like a little root there, look, there, right there. There's one growing there. Right, what am I going to ditch? I am ditching the Maggie. Goodbye. Okay, that's 2 zeolite. So that is a major win. So, hello, gas collector. Really? You are probably a waste of time right now. Oh, I dropped bits. I'll be back for them. No, I don't want to deconstruct it. I want to get rid of the bits in there. I've got too much cobalt. Silicon, yes, okay. titanium. Need to go grab those other bits before they disappear. Right. And what the hell was it we just unlocked? We unlocked something. Ah yes, ore extractor 2. That was right. That's where I want to see if I can go and mine osmium. Because what do I need for an ore extractor 2? I need 3 osmium and 2 iridium rods. We're going to start getting through these iridium rods, aren't we? I can see that coming. Alright. Let's get a bunch of explosives done. Alright. I think we're going to need more than that. So let's take a bunch more and keep going. I'm not sure what that was. We didn't see it in time. Let's eat that one. Right. Definitely going to be going a bit crazy here with the explosives. Right. So now we should have plenty of explosives. Why not? Why not just clear ourselves out of sulfur altogether? There is plenty of sulfur back at the sulfur mine area. Right. Okay. Because the problem is I really don't want to take apart the 2 of those I've got at the moment. They're making a massive difference for me. So I need to see if I can find another osmium and a super alloy rod. That is going to be expensive. Can I even make that? Apparently not. There's not a new constructor I'm missing, is there? Advanced crafting station, standard crafting station. No. I think I picked one up somewhere. That's in one of the... It's in one of my various huts. That's somewhere out there in the world. Okay. So, right, let's start by getting rid of the bits here we don't need to be carrying. That, iron, temporarily, zeolite, and that, and even the osmium. I'll come back for those bits. The 1 piece of sulfur, the couple pieces of iridium. Let's grab a bunch of these. I need 2 for every 3 of these. So let's 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. I mean, we've got more meteor craziness going on up there again. We've had so much meteor showers. Right. How are we doing on power? We're down to 95 power. Seed rocket. Oh, good lord. New things. And I want to build one of those as well. Okay. Let's, tell you what. Right. I definitely want to build the gas extractor. So, I want to make sure I do that now. Before things get waylaid or anything like that. Gas extractor. Done. This is going to turn out to be annoying, isn't it? Because there's going to be loads of really good bits here on the ground or something. I don't know. No, this is pretty standard stuff on the ground here. Okay, we'll worry about that another time. Okay, so the gas extractor is now working. This will get me gas. Excellent. Wonderful. Perfect. Now, let's have... Where did I just put it? These 2. Okay, let's have those 2. And let's think here. We're gonna want to build. This is gonna tip my power budget over the edge. Shit. Okay, I need to be aware of that. I need that, and I'm gonna need to use one of the explosives and one of those on uranium. Okay, so just a minute. Chuck that in there. Is either of those finished? Nope. Okay, uranium rod. 1, 2, and 3. Need to quickly make a uranium reactor and get that one in play because I'm going to need the extra power. Okay. What? I didn't pick up the extra rod, you idiot. Okay, now power budget is available. 2, 4, 6, 3, 6, 9. Okay, that should make me 3 of these. So, I mean, again, what I could be doing is just ditching the other ones once I get these in play. I'd like somewhere nice and flat to do it though. Where I'm not going to have too much interference. So I think we'll try and do it like over here somewhere. Because I want to be able to put the optimizer down in a minute without it giving me like major issues. Like that. So each of these is producing ridiculous heat, and then I'm not sure I can build an optimizer at the moment. We'll have to have a look. What do we require for optimizer? Uranium rod and 2 more doobie jobbies. Uranium rod, yes. And yeah, we're gonna need to start finding more uranium as well. And iron and a cobalt. So that's not a problem. We can take one of the cobalts out there we don't need. And excuse me, are you done? Yes, you're done. Okay, so we'll store those as well because we'll need those for fertilizer. New blueprint received. DNA manipulator. Holy crap. Okay, things are starting to go a bit crazy. DNA manipulator. So we can create new genomes. Oh my lord. Mad scientist, here we come. Right. Iron. 2 iron, and we want a heat multiplier. And then we want to start building these up. And preferably getting more of them. Because, yeah, if we... Wow, we could get a lot in this space. Like, if I put this one down, get this one working, you should now be in your 500%? Yes, you're 500%. And you're 500%. And you're 500%. And I could squeeze a lot of them in a circle here. Yeah. Look at the frickin' terraforming index number now, just going absolutely frickin' bananas. And I could still probably make a few more. Yeah, I've still got plenty of explosives. Power is going to be the next issue. So how much power have I got? I've got 160. That's enough to make another 3, but I wouldn't be able to make... I already can't make a T4 extractor. I think I'm going to make another 3. It seems like the thing to do. I mean, it will get things moving in the right direction a lot. So I can then work on more uranium if I can find uranium. I need to find another uranium cave somewhere. Or one of those rockets. Which rocket was it that brought down uranium? Could always launch another one of those. That might not be a terrible plan. So this one, yeah, round here. New blueprint received. Right, I can now make the super alloy rod, which will require 9 super alloy. So that is going to be fairly mental. But yeah, now we've got heat going absolutely bananas. Yeah. I am Thermo-man. That is pretty nifty. Okay, so I came up here and we're having a look here at possibly seeing if I can bring down some more uranium asteroids, which is definitely possible. I mean, obviously that's heat multiplier again, and that'll be fine. I've not got a problem with that, and at the moment we're bringing ludicrous heat, so that won't hurt at all. And uranium. But there's also 2 other rockets I would like to send. One is a plant rocket, because that increases the spread of plants by 1250%, and the other one is oxygen multiplier 1000%, which both would be highly useful. And I haven't gone over and collected the tree bark from that rock, that thing, which I suspect has made some tree bark by now. So I'm suggesting we should possibly build ourselves some rockets, because I bet we've got some tree bark. Yes, we have. And we've got at least one of those seeds for sure. We've got some of these as well. We need to keep going on this. I'm regularly forgetting to do this. So 2 of those. I think it's 1 of those and 1 water as well for the bioplastic nuggets. So what we need to make as well is a mutagen. We're going to need sulfur. We've not got a lot of sulfur. So let's put the bioplastic nugget back for now. We're going to have some of these. Oh, we get oxygen as well. Excellent. Methane. So now we have some bacteria. We can make a mutagen. There we go. And we need to make a fertilizer, I think, which I believe requires some algae, 3 algae, maybe some water, and I think it requires bloody sulfur, and it requires the eggplants. The eggplants aren't a problem. The sulfur kind of is. You know what? I'm actually starting to eat the food again. I could probably do with making another food thing at some point, but I gotta remember. Oh god, here we go again. Right. Temporarily, all of this is going back in other, apart from a water and an oxygen. Because we're having to go shopping. I mean, like, what is that over there? That was like multi-refracted colours all over the place. So I want to see what's dropping out of it. Nothing too crazy this time. You know, if it was Super Alloy Madness again, I'd be all over it. But not Super Alloy Madness today. Okay, so I've had a slight change of plan. I went out and did collect some sulfur, happened to get some zeolite while I was at it. Exoskeleton 3, god, I'm getting so much stuff. I don't know whether I'm coming or going at the moment. I really don't. We're still dead short on power. But I don't think this mine that we've got here, I don't think we need it. Initially I was getting it, but when I start emptying all the other things, whoops, when I start emptying everything else regularly because I need their stuff, I'm very quickly ending up with a lot of iron and other things tucked in the various habs. So I really don't think I actually need it. I think it's overkill. So I'm gonna save my osmium. See, I'm already stacked out on that. I did find one zeolite. And maybe, if I'm lucky, I can squeeze another, even if it's a couple of T3s in here. How come you're not on the 500 again? You're not on the 500. What's going on? Look, they're inside the 500. Suddenly, those say they're not working. All of those say they're not working. This game is weird. This one was working the 500 before. So you're telling me all of these are not working. And now I'm going to have to drop something again, or consume something, which I'm going to consume that. So I can take this out, so I can actually access the T3 in the menu. So you can go there. And how close can we go? Right, so those two are definitely inside. There you go, look. U-class is inside. Because you're definitely inside. Are you inside? No, you're not. Oh look, now it's decided like these aren't. So there must be a maximum number of things it can boost. As long as it's boosting the two big ones, it's fine. So yeah, there must be a maximum number it can boost. That's interesting, because it didn't indicate that on the right up, if you get my meaning. Yeah, look, this one over here, no longer being boosted. Interesting. So, there you go. I've learnt something there now. I did not know there was a legit maximum number of things you could boost. Okay, so now if we're going to get these rockets up before we go, we want a couple of rockets, that mutagen back, and a couple of super alloy. This, and I think rocket and a couple of super alloy. Wow, we are getting through the super alloy that we had rain down on us only last episode at a ludicrous pace. And we need to make some of this. We need 3 algae, sulfur, 2 eggplant. 3 algae, sulfur, and don't suppose you're ready. 2 eggplant. Excellent. Let's just take those from there and craft. Okay, so that will pull all of those together. Now, what was the thing I needed something else crazy for? One was a DNA manipulator. Ah, that was what I needed for this. A super alloy rod, which I can now make because I've got the blueprint for it. I just don't have much super alloy left. Right, so plant rocket. Let's get the plant rocket up there. Lunch. And off it goes. Bye bye. Plant spread is about to go through the roof. And next up, oxygen multiplier. Let's get that rocket up there as well. And O2 going through the roof. Excellent. And something else to consider. Heat rocket, purely because 1, we have spare cobalt, and 2, we have spare rocket engine, and 3, we desperately need more power, and that means more uranium. So let's put this back for the minute, because the other thing we're going to need with that is going to be I'm going to want to go and collect these bits, but I'm going to need to get at least 1 super alloy rod together, which actually takes 1 aluminium. Okay, fine, fair enough. 1 aluminium is fine with me. It's 1 less super alloy, I guess. That super alloy rod, but I need that uranium because I'm not even going to be able to power the drill without it. So this one attracts uranium asteroids. Okay, here we go. So our index keeps rising now, hopefully, pretty fast. Right, let's get prepared for collecting, because eat and drink and make sure we are good to get out there and collect as much crap as possible, because we're gonna need it. Right, so this other box is getting filled with crap pretty quick. Alright, let's come on, let's wait for these asteroids to come in. So I'm going to hang around here a minute, wait for some asteroids to come in, because it should be attracting those uranium asteroids, and I want them. Okay, so I went around and collected as much of the uranium that finally fell. It took it a while to come down, actually. It's like it had to finish the effects from the other 2 rockets first, and then the effect of the uranium rocket came down. I didn't get anywhere near as much as I was hoping for, though. It seemed like a whole bunch of it just despawned. It fell on like certain places, some fell in the water. It seemed to despawn. Nuclear fusion generator, hello. And anyway, that led me to have no hope. So now I have got enough for 1 more reactor, which is good. I'm trying to remember, did I get deconstruction 2? I did. And I had zeolite and a methane cartridge required for that. That is something else I had completely forgotten about that I want. So deconstruction 2, yes frickin' please, about goddamn time. Now the Exopack 3, which I did see, that requires osmium uranium rods. I'm not gonna bother with that for the moment. Hydration level low, okay, fine. But this gives me all sorts of good news now. So, right, we can get another generator in. I'm hoping I can squeeze it in here, actually. Come on, you can go in. Right, you can go in there. You know you do. You know you want to, right? Apparently not. Okay, I can't squeeze it in that gap. I was thinking to put like a corner piece there. So I didn't really want to put it in that gap. I might put it there though. And that should be fine. Yeah, we'll put it there. There we go. So that should give us enough power to create a new miner to mine, hopefully, what will be osmium. We're certainly finding a decent amount of zeolite around everywhere now, which is definitely good. So, what's it? What am I thinking? Miner Mark II. I need to see if I can get that to mine osmium. Where are you, Miner Mark II? Here. Right. I need another iridium glow stick. Right, you need to go there, you need to go there. I'm sure I had an aluminium too. Yes, I do. There we go. We'll put the titanium away as well. And possibly that spare super alloy. The zeolite we don't actually need either. I think. So we just need the iridium rod. There we go, let's take that. And let's keep going. So I'm going to go over to at least one of the osmium mines and see if I can get it to work in that osmium mine. Now, on the way, I will show you what I've been doing. Is basically I'm going past on the way most of these miners now. If I'm heading in the general direction, I'll go past the miner. As you see, it doesn't pick up a lot of iridium and stuff like that. It's quite poor, and I'm assuming that the future versions of these will be somewhat better, and if I upgraded it, it would get more. But as it is, I can't really afford to upgrade it, power budget and everything, unless I can start mining uranium, which would be the other sort of option. Sulfur seems to get a reasonable amount at the moment. So we can just plonk all that in there. And then at least it'll carry on mining, and then hopefully I can pull out the stuff I want at a later date. So this is like osmium land, isn't it? Let's be honest. this looks like osmium land. So if I put one down in here, will you mine for me osmium? You bloody well will. You beauty. Right. Okay. So I need to make a little base in here. Because I think this one also goes out to the top bit out here. Yes. A little base nearby already anyway. So we can grab some of the essentials for making a base. And in fact we can deconstruct a couple of those. And we probably don't need this one either anymore. And we will need to get a bit of titanium and leave it right there. And then we can build a base right next to that osmium mine. And that will be able to start making osmium, which we can then use to make more drills. But I may well have to cut down on some of my other drills, at least temporarily. Like, for example, the aluminium one, which I'm not really struggling for aluminium these days. So I could always use the aluminium one in order to get enough budget, so to speak, power budget, to get a uranium mine on the go. Because ultimately it's going to be uranium and osmium I need to keep this going, and then I can push to things like super alloy and stuff like that from there. So if I want a particular sort of sequence of work, that's going to be the way to go. Food level low. I know food level is low. I am aware of this. However, I want to see how we're doing. Yeah. Definitely working. Alright. Osmium is a go. So, next question is, do I cut down on a couple of mines? I'll see how much power budget I've got. Because then I would like to see if I can open up a uranium mine. Something I should point out while we're back. I haven't checked the power budget yet. We'll check it. Oh yeah, we've got enough. Excellent. This has been flying up from floor to trees at absolute ridiculous rate. It's been absolutely mental. It's been going up so fast with all the changing and the boosting we've been giving it. So that is actually pretty awesome. I need like a cobalt too, because if I bring it back, I don't want to just ditch it, because that seems wasteful. And ultimately, if I'm filling up box number 2, then I will know that I'm not desperate for it. Osmium. Still only got one osmium. I'm one osmium short, and I would still have to make a super alloy rod in order to make a new mine. So let's see, if I'm going to make one for uranium, I need one osmium, which I can probably pick up on the way past, and a super alloy rod. Air filter. Are you shitting me? Is that what I think it is? Hang on. That is something I need to check out right away. Air filter. Oh, you take one osmium, you bastard. Reduce oxygen consumption depending on the level of terraforming. Oh, hell yes. New message received, because we're at 2 giga terraforming McGibbles. Right, food dealt with. Need to make... What have I got these for? That's for fertilizer, isn't it? So one of those and 3 of those, I think, fertilizer. Yoink. There we go. Oh, I'm lost for a second. So I'm going to go and do a few bits here that I need to do, like the usual bioplastic nuggets. I want to keep these going and all that sort of stuff. Okay, so I have the bits I need on me for a mine, apart from the 1 osmium. But I'm going to sacrifice one of those osmiums, and I think we know that I have 1 spare space, and I think we know very well what that's going to be for. That is going to be for a bloody oxygen mask, because yeah, that's going to drop my oxygen consumption by 1.9 per second. So that is going to be extremely helpful in order to reduce the amount of oxygen consumption I'm going through. I'm going to take one of those as well, because probably take a extra water or 2 with me, again just because. And we'll head over, and I'm going to head over to where the osmium mine is and see if I can get the other bits of osmium, and we'll see if we can go as the last thing and make ourselves a uranium mine. Oh look, there's a bloody beanstalk here. Hang on, can I go up here? I'm sorry. I can climb that? Oh my god. There is a beanstalk there I can climb. These are things we are going to have to investigate. I was thinking to go back to the ship as well next episode, because I can now open those, but maybe with the T2 I can take apart some of those things, which will give me some of the parts I need. And I meant to empty that. Okay. Okay, so we're back at Osmium Mining Central, and how many osmium do we have? We do have 2 osmium, and we are going to have to... We're going to have so much like cobalt and stuff to dump. I mean, some of this stuff we need to start shipping back. Because we're going to be able to make some super alloy, I guess. Now, I'm going to go down to where we found that all that uranium, down where the crystals are, and see if we can make that uranium mine. Holy shit, look at this place. This is the place where I'm coming down now, towards the oxygen mine. Trees have started. Trees en masse. This is a freaking woodland all of a sudden. Oh my lord. This has changed massively just in a short time we haven't been here. A couple of episodes ago, this place was almost desert still. A sort of oasis in the desert. Now, it's actually turning into a forest. Right. This was uranium, the uranium hole, so to speak. I'm not sure if I can put a mine in this area. It's a bit funky. Am I going to be able to fit a mine in here? I am. Okay. So if I put a mine here, are you going to mine uranium? You are. You little McGibble. And my base is just over there, so I might as well have the stuff carted over to here. We've still got so much stuff here anyway. Uranium, crystals, food, crystals, all sorts over here. Not a lot of uranium, but a few bits, and a few bits worth taking back, I guess, as I'm going to head back now. And the next episode, I think we're going to be looking at, I'm not sure what we're going to be looking at. We might be climbing that vine. I'm intrigued to know what's up there. I've got the T2 deconstructor, so I think I can deconstruct some of the things in the ships for extra goodies. And on top of that, I think with the nuclear reactor thing, I might be able to make something to power that, or power the ships in a not too distant future. But all of that is to come. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe, and as always, right. So I'm going to say thank you very much for watching. Like and subscribe as always, and join us again next time. Thanks a lot.